Okay, where is there it is.
Hello. I think we're live now. I think we are. Yeah. What's up? What is up, people? I think Jamie and I are probably the only people here right now, and Denise. Well, Jamie and I are watching. I don't know if Denise is, but there's only two of us. So,
That's funny.
oh shit, Jamie's trying to call. What the
Oh my
hell,
God.
Jamie? You can't call me. I'm live now. Hi, Colleen. It's kind of late, so I was just bored. I've been bored all day and just wanted to talk to people. Wanted to say hi to everybody. What's up? What's everybody doing tonight? Okay. So, I probably should wait, see if anybody else is going to join us. There's going to be one of those nights where it's like, Allie, what's wrong with you? It's too late. Nobody cares. It's just too late. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's talk. I have not seen that. Let's look at that. Where was that? Like if I was to search for that, where would I search for it to see that, Colleen? Hold on. Hey, Jeremy. Why are you calling me? Jamie. Jamie, stop. Um the Sun 3 days ago, looks like. Wow. It says sex obsessed, making a murderer. Stephen Avery demanded. Whoa. What is happening? What is happening? Nope. I hear static on your mic now. There it goes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was.
she did an actual like in-person interview. It says sex obsessed making a murder. Stephen Avery demanded 4-hour sex sessions with ex-fiance Lynn Hartman, who he nicknamed My Vagina. Really? Is she seriously fucking gonna say that shit?
Um, that woman.
For the first time, Lynn reveals all about the convicted murderer, claiming he blames nephew Brendan Dassey for their incarceration and once told her, "Fuck Brendan, I don't give a shit about him." Yeah, I doubt that he said that to her, but okay. It's been 2.5 years since she broke off her engagement to Making Murder star Stephen Avery, but she's reminded every day of what the show's fans think of her. Gold digger, dirty skank, diseased whore
Oh wow.
are some of the more printable insults she receives on a daily basis. Where do people say that about her? Where? Because she's not on Facebook, as far as I know. I think she deleted Facebook, or she hides under another name now because her and I were friends and we're not anymore. So where did she go?
Oh, she is suffering from all the hate. That is a sad situation. What the hell?
Right. And it's funny though, all that hate started well, I mean, she was dealing with it and she told me about it and she was hurt by it and upset by it, but she was determined and she was not going to let it phase her. Like she wasn't going to let it stop her. She's going to do what she wanted to do. Hi, Kim K. Um, but after it started when she visited with Steven for the first time. That was where shit just started going downhill. And then Dr. Phil was like it. That was it. Says since their acrimonious split, Lynn's life has been made hell, but now she told the Sun online she's prepared to risk further abuse so people find out the truth about the world's most unlikely superstar and convicted killer. For the first time, Lynn, 56, reveals everything she knows about Avery, also 56, who was sentenced to life, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about all this. Na, 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 na. We know, we know. Lynn paints a picture of a man obsessed with sex, prone to flying into rages, who gave her the crude nickname My Vagina. She claims that Avery blames Darcy for the incarceration. Yeah, we already read that part. And we know. Oh, okay. I have got to show this picture. He drew a picture. Do you want to marry me forever? That is the cutest, most childlike fucking thing I've ever seen, probably ever. That is adorable. And they're like king and queen. How cute is that? Oh, I probably should share it with everybody. I'm stupid. Leave your vagina out of this. Okay, Jamie. Okay. Avery and Lynn's unlikely romance started February 2016 after daughter Camilla Wills, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know her backstory. I was affected by it, felt sorry for him, so I typed a letter. He responded. We swapped a few letters, but it felt he wanted it to escalate immediately. He wanted handwritten notes, not typed, and wanted personal things I wasn't comfortable with. Oh, that's a lie. Come
Right?
on. I mean, writing a handwritten letter instead of a typed one, who cares? That's personal things that she's not comfortable with. Like what he's not asking for your panties. What is he asking for? Pictures. She told me he wanted pictures of her just like living life and what her life's like. She told me that. What is this? In one of our first calls, I ran to answer the phone. He said, "There's my vagina." Oh, come on. That's bullshit. His nickname would be Vagina, or he'd say, "There's my pussy." I laid down the marker and said, "It's not going to happen. That's not how you're going to refer to me." But that's where he wanted to take the conversation down a sexual route. Oh, fucking bullshit. That is such bullshit. The phone calls and letters escalated, and by July, Avery had split with his then fiancee, Sandra Greenman, 75. Lynn adds, he told me that the reason he wanted to stop seeing his current girlfriend, Sandy, is that she wouldn't be able to keep up with his sex drive when he's released, as it would require someone who could give him continuous sex for hours a day. That is a fucking lie. That is not why they broke up. I know that for a fact. That's bullshit. That is not why him and Sandy broke up. She said it. Um, well, I think she said part of it on on Dr. Phil. Excuse me. But it was for religious reasons. Period. It had nothing to do with that. That's such bullshit. He'd say things like that would knock me off my chair, but I'd still make excuses for him. I thought he had no social etiquette, which is probably true,
Right?
as he had been in prison so long. That's probably accurate. I felt special as he was speaking to me out of all the women writing to him. Please, honey, you think you're the only one he was talking to? I'm sure several women thought they were the next Mrs. Avery. At least for a while, for sure. Because I remember her getting upset because he had pictures of other women up, and he finally took them down for her. Of course, then again, if he didn't, it's not like she'd know it. She can't see his cell.
Right? I was gonna say, what the hell?
This looks like a letter from Stephen. Well, I just got on the phone, and I know that you own your own home and you got it through your divorce. I see you are right by your ex-husband in Nevada. He is. You didn't tell me that. I don't know what that means. You don't want to live with me in the woods. You said no. You don't love me. See? Lie. I will call. What? That is the most random fucking weird letter. Honey, I know you had some bad relationships and God both you to me. Oh, God brought you to me so you can have a good relationships relationship with Stephen Avery, and God knows this is right for us. He did this to us, and I love God. And He gave me you, and He wants us to get married when I get out, okay? See how he's talking? This is Sandy's influence, period. This is Sandy's influence. She's very religious. And this is probably how she would speak to him in a way, about just God is doing this for us, whatever, brought us into each other's lives and all that stuff. So that's what bothers me. It's like they had to separate for religious reasons, and I'm not going to go into that, but um, then it's like he uses it when it's convenient for him because it sounds good. He thinks it's going to work to get another woman. That's what's disgusting to me right here. Ewan Avery, I really miss you a lot, and I will make you happy for God, and I promise him that. And I promise God that I will protect you and the kids so you know that my love for you and the kids and God forever. I promise you and the kids. Love your husband. Right back soon. Oh my God, right back soon. That's so cute. That's the kind of shit you used to do in school.
Right.
He would go straight into things like, you need to send me a picture of a white shirt with no bra. He'd say in the letters, honey, you got nice B cups. The longer it went on, the more I made excuses for his behavior. I had to continue convincing myself that he's okay as I'd gone so far. Um, that's probably true. Not long afterwards, she said Avery smashed his TV after his ex, Sandy, gave an interview saying he received up to 40 letters a day from young girls and claimed he's the strangest sex symbol. His lawyer, however, claims there are no such records of any such outbursts at the prison. Yeah, I imagine that would probably be, he probably would have been in trouble for that.
Right. Somebody
Um,
would have heard about that by now.
yeah, I know he was upset about that, but I don't think he smashed the TV. Stephen wanted me to take over his main Facebook group. It was always, we need donations. We need this. Stephen needs that, Len said. He broke his TV after Sandy had put out the article saying he received up to, you already said that. He took his TV down and threw it down on the floor, smashing it everywhere. Uh, see, that's a lie. He's lying to her. She's lying to these people. I don't know which it is. There's meant to be money in his mom's house in a safe from one of the funds, but she wouldn't give him the money from that account for the TV. He went really mad. He went really mad, really? He went really mad. Okay. Probably because it's a lie. He then wanted me to get more donations to pay for it, as the money had trickled down to barely nothing by then. So we were doing fundraising campaigns and rallies online. I don't know what this wee shit is.
Right.
I love your laugh. Hi, honey, Lynn Avery. You know you can make me happy and funny a lot of times. And I can be so proud of you, and you make me so happy all of the time. And I know we can have a beautiful a beautiful life together. And I can feel that all the time, and you know that too. And all I want to do is hold you for the rest of my life. Aw. I just feel like a piece of garbage to you, and it hurts me all the time. Oh, you could see this is like written at a different time. This is all lovey-dovey, and this is all what the fuck.
Right.
Um, Here you
I,
can
I
laugh,
believe we have turned a corner here.
right? See, you can be so sweet when I say that on the phone. I love your laugh. Well, honey, if I ate the pussy and it is funny to you, well, that is wait. Well, is that bad from the sun too? What? I know you can laugh. I am laughing too. What? Is this like a like code language? What the hell is this?
Right. I mean, that's a step away from pig Latin. What the hell?
Okay, what is going on here in chat? People break all the time how she handled herself and the things that she continues to say and do that have made her breakup such a big deal. Hold on. I'm so confused. Why? What is happening here? Did Tor? You hush, Josh. I'm not sure what's going on. I think Kim. I don't think Kim is a troll, is she? I think Kim is talking shit about Lynn, which um I mean, I don't blame her. We're kind of that's kind of what we're do. What we're
Right?
doing. No, you don't have to quit, Josh. It's okay. It's totally funny. But no, this is Steven. Steven wrote this. Let's see. I am not as pretty as Lynn, but I would not date Stephen Avery. No, that just wouldn't happen. I'm a little bit pickier than that. I have to be able to have a conversation, and if you're going to write me love letters, I need to be able to understand them. I'm not trying to be rude, but that's just like intelligence is really important to me because I need to have conversations with people. Um, by this point, Avery was already calling her Lynn Avery in letters and brought her a flight to see him at Waupun, blah, blah, blah. In the first visit, Lynn asked him about Teresa's murder and why just a few days after her death, police investigators went into Avery's trailer and could smell bleach and carpet. The carpet appeared freshly cleaned. Holy shit.
Wow.
I don't believe that she would have asked him that, especially
Right?
not on their first visit. Like that seems just a little too serious, you know? Like I know that she was really nervous when she was going. Like she was super nervous. Um like she was so nervous she almost didn't go. So um I just don't believe that the conversation would have been that serious so fast. But even if it was, like that's a hell of a thing to ask him.
Right?
I said, half joking, as I believed he was innocent at the time. People say the only reason there was no evidence in your trailer was because you had 3 days to clean it up, Lynn revealed. He leaned back in his chair. I'll never forget it. His eyes constricted to the point that they almost looked white. He said, "No, I had 5 days to clean it up," he said, grinning like a Cheshire cat. Uh, I mean, he's not wrong, but
Right?
I, I don't, I mean, he's telling what he said is true. So I don't take that as, that is exactly what the state and all them, that's what Kratz says all the time. So, um, the hairs on the back of my neck. Oh, the hairs raised on the back of my neck, and there were goosebumps on my body. And of all the things to say in the world, that's the last thing you'd say. Why would you say I didn't? Why wouldn't you say I didn't need to clean anything up? I mean, sure, that's true, I guess, because he's not a normal thinking person. But I don't
Or
know.
he could have been totally sarcastic and she's just leaving that portion of it out.
Yeah, I get the
To
impression that he
where
is kind of
where she could have
sarcastic.
been like, you had 3 days, and it'd been like, no, I had five. Like,
Right,
you forgot. Like just being a smart ass. That doesn't mean he said, no, I had 5 days. And boy, was I busy. No, that's not at all. I don't take it that way at all. Oh, she's
right.
nuts.
I don't think so. I mean, like Tracy has said, he's kind of silly, he likes to joke around. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think that that was a serious response if he did say that,
Right.
but he's not wrong. So he really didn't say anything. Even though this was a big red flag, I'd gone this far and I just felt I couldn't get it out of the situation. Really wanted to believe that Stephen was not guilty. I mean, I do remember her coming back from this and being different. Like she was ready to break up with him. She was. That's
Hmm.
that's true, but she did not say anything like this. It was more, we're not really compatible. Like I'm not sure how I feel. Like it just was too real. Like
Right.
it's just letters and on the phone, and then it just got real because she saw him. And you could see from the first picture of her and him posing together that it was just really kind of awkward physically, like when their arms were around each other, it was a little awkward. So, you know, all that's I don't believe that. I believe that's made up. So, hello, Lynn. So I been on the phone all week talking to women, and I got two more. They go in to put money on the phone, and that will put me up to 14 women I call now. I tried your phone on 10/22/16, and it was off. That's okay. I got the phone all the time now, so I can call women, and the attorney said it was okay. Why would you ask the attorney if you can call women? Who cares?
Right.
The two women will have their phone on 10/27/16. Then I can call. I am so wore out of talking all week, and I really feel bad for talking to all these women. But it feels good to talk, and nice to talk is really nice. If you want to talk, you can turn on the phone. Only if you talk nice, I will talk nice too. Only friends, okay, Lynn? Uh, Sounds like he's just had enough of her shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm moving on. And he's trying to hurt her because, she obviously pulled away. So now he's trying to hurt her. Like, okay, you pulled away. Fuck you. I'm going to talk to other women. Even if it's not true, he's just trying to hurt her. I think that's pretty clear there. In their letters, Avery would repeatedly say that it was God's will that they should be together forever, writing in one note, God told me that you needed me, and I believed him so much, and I can't let go, so I know God is right. God told me to marry you, so I told God, yes, I will marry you, and he said, okay to me. He was also insistent that after his conviction was overturned, they live away from anyone else in the Wisconsin woods. When Avery and Lynn were approached to do the Dr. Phil show in October 2016, they agreed so that she could tell the world about their love, and the producers were determined to make it a great love story. I don't think that's at all what the producers were determined to do, but
Right.
okay. The
Love
executives,
story.
yeah,
Yeah, now
yeah.
this just turned into a chick flick. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God.
Oh, come on now. The executives wanted me to have a loving nickname for him, so I had to say on one clip that when I first saw him, he looked like the cutest little teddy bear I'd ever seen. I was so embarrassed as that wasn't the truth. Yeah, of course, because now you have to actually physically touch him.
Right.
Shit got real. You can't lie like physically like that. I'm sorry. It just doesn't work. Believe me, that just doesn't work. The first time I saw him, he waddled over to me, and I thought he looks like a teddy, as he was round and 5'2", not 5'8", like he told me. Oh fuck, Lynn, Jesus, you should know how tall he is. Everybody knows how tall he is, and I think he's 5'1", by the way. The interview was going well until Dr. Phil asked about the pair's future, saying one of the things he'd like to do is get out and for the two of you to just go off into the woods to live alone. Would you feel comfortable doing that? Lynn said no. She's obviously not a country girl. Like, look at her. Duh. Of course she wouldn't be comfortable doing that. It's not because he's a murderer. It's because she's not a country woodsy type girl.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that. Avery told Lynn, yeah, we know. Nice letter to my beautiful wife, Lynn Avery. You make me so happy in my life. To my wife, Lynn Avery. Hi, my love. Well, got back from the library. Wait, this got back from the library at 9:30 to 10:30, and I do feel better and in love with you. I've been talking to God about, and he said all I have to do is love you and everything will work out for us. And I do feel better and happy, and you and God make me happy. I do believe God wants us together, and I will love you as my wife forever. And I know this is God doing this to me, and I'm really in love with you, and you make me so happy. Holy fucking repetitive. Um,
Right.
there is not another woman out there that I love, only you, and God is doing this to us. God told me that not to get mad at you no more. and I will not get mad at you no more, okay? That's about 5,000 exclamation marks. I love you, Lynn Avery, my wife. I miss talking to you and hearing your voice. Your voice makes me happy. And that's a pretty sweet letter. That's when everyone went nuts. Family and supporters were telling him what happened on Dr. Phil, and he was furious that I didn't want to live in the woods for the rest of our lives. I wouldn't want to live in the woods with anyone. It's just weird, says Lynn. Okay, that sounds honest. So Stephen then told his supporters to put it out there that I was a phony and a gold digger. Honestly, those next few days were the worst of my life. I was getting harassed by everyone online. Stephen was calling me every minute of the day. I believe that all is true too. When he spoke to me on the phone, he would be screaming at me. He'd usually call 2 or 3 times a day. Now it would be 25 times a day. I don't know how he did it. They're not meant
Right.
to have a phone all day long. Uh, hmm.
Don't know how he did it because there's no way he possibly could have done it.
Right. But I think I heard that they were like had somehow snuck a cell phone in. I don't know. I heard that as a rumor. I don't know if that's true. I said, "This is insane. I don't want anything to do with it," and wrote him a postcard saying, "I think we should split up." He was scaring me. This guy's a freaking lunatic. Uh, I think I mean, obviously he just wanted to confront her about this, and she was like hiding. And I'm I remember that. She's like, "I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to tell him. I don't want to deal with this. Like I just want it to end." And that's pretty accurate to what she was telling me. Um,
So, I mean, did she think she was just gonna like show up for a hot minute and then just disappear into oblivion and nobody would like hunt her down and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like, what did she think was gonna happen? Like,
yeah,
did she think she was gonna become America's sweetheart or what? Because, oh,
I guess like just endure endure the hate and the comments and all the stuff when I don't know what he's telling her. I'm like,
right,
is he hopeful that he's going to get out in a short time frame? Because some of the stuff that like around Christmas time he was sending all those cards out and stuff, they're really
yeah,
hopeful, but they could be interpreted as he believes he's getting out very soon, like something's going to get him out very, very soon. And if if she thinks she doesn't have long to endure it, they'll get married and then she'll have half his money, you know, like fuck it, who cares what these people say? I'm going to end
right.
up taken care of and with all this money. Um, she could deal with it, but of course Steven wants to move into the woods. Like why wouldn't he? He's been saying that. Like if you were a supporter and you knew, he's been saying that. That was a deal with him and Sandy too. Like why would that change? And she was a supporter like everybody else. So, I don't know. Uh, he'd be constantly blowing hot and cold in the same calls and letters. He'd be writing me 3 or 4 times a day telling me how much he loves me, but in the next sentence tell me how much I drive him mad. That seems I mean, we
Fair.
saw that. That's pretty accurate. Like he'd write a little bit and then he'd stop and then he'd be mad and then he'd write some mad stuff. Like when he's rejected, he becomes the Stephen Avery I read in the police transcripts. When he gets mad, it's really strange. I've never seen anything like it. As soon as he starts feeling rejected, the monster revealed itself. I wouldn't say that's a monster. I think I'd say that he just doesn't have another way to express his feelings.
Right.
I mean, look at the words he's very limited and repeats himself a lot. So expressing himself is probably not his strong suit. So he probably does get mad and yell and stuff. I am going to marry you when I get out. I can't get enough of you. I never felt like this in my life. You are the right one for me, and you are the only one I want for life. I'm working on buying you a nice ring for you to be my wife, okay? 6, right? Honey, you can look for a nice ring and I see how wait, and see how much, okay? We are going to get married when I get out. Yes, yes. That's so cute. Yep, yep. It reminds me of the little dinosaur. You're so sweet and loving. That's why I have to marry you right now. I have to marry my beautiful wife. Why I miss a lot in my life. I don't know. I'm in love with Lynn Avery, and she is the best woman in the world. And yes, she is a beautiful woman for me in my life. Lynn Avery, nice. He writes like a child. I, I mean, I don't know. I couldn't say that that's cute. It would drive me insane.
Right.
Especially for an intelligent adult woman, like she is. She was an intelligent adult woman, so this probably bothered her. The stress of the online abuse from Avery's fans took its toll on Lynn, who was admitted into hospital just days after their split. I didn't know about that.
Mm.
Not that I'm aware of. I just know that she like shut off Facebook and disappeared. And that was, no word. She didn't say anything to me at all. She just like shut off Facebook, blocked everybody, whatever she did. Telling the world that I was a gold digger ruined me, and it was a lie. Got thousands of prank phone calls, text messages, Facebook messages, emails, so much online hate, all saying I'm a money grabbing whore and a rotten hell. Changing? People were changing my address. And for 4 months in a row, I never got my post. Oh, I get it. I should have just read the damn thing. They were changing her address and she didn't get her mail. That's fucked up.
Mm.
They're still constantly messing with my head. I ended up in hospital for a few days, but it wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop calling and writing after I ended it. I mean, her letter was kind of vague. It was more, if I remember it right, it was like, I can't do this anymore. It's like she's freaking out and she's uh not sure that she can go through with it. It
Mm.
wasn't like real firm and we're done. Period. End of story. Nothing else to say. We are done. We are not getting married. We're breaking up. Nothing super clear. So of course he was probably trying to call and what's going on.
Right.
Uh, when I tried to defend myself in Facebook groups, saying to go easy, I'd be told that I'm a diseased whore. Now I know how it feels to be terrorized without being able to do anything about it, which is why she was in Laura's group because people didn't treat her like that there. So, and don't go in those other groups, obviously. She was treated very, very kind in Laura's group. Despite coming to a temporary truce with Avery's lawyer, Kathleen Zellner, were both parties handed over letters. Lynn said the threatening calls and letters from Avery continued for a further month until she got a no contact order from the prison after initially contacting the FBI for advice. I
Mm.
finally turned it all over to the authorities. I was that desperate. I even went to the FBI and they suggested I get a no contact order from the prison. I had to submit evidence before it was issued. I wanted this harassment to stop. I was scared and all alone. I had no one. All my friends blamed me for getting involved, and my family didn't want to know, she explains. That is true. She did say that her family did not approve of this, and they were just kind of basically disowning her. Like, you're stupid. You're crazy. What the hell is wrong with you? I don't want to hear nothing about it. She did say that, so I believe it, except her daughter. My daughter was also getting letters from Avery and abuse online. She wouldn't speak to me for a year. I don't believe that. She was furious when she was getting all this treatment. Hi, Lynn. Lynn, if you would not shut the phone off and talk to me, this have to, I won't have happened. What? If you would not shut the phone off and talk to me, this wouldn't have to happen to you, I think. You hurt me when you said you don't want to live in the woods with me and your ex-husband in Nevada with you, right? I know. CC husband Nevada. Or does that say C sex? Whatever. So if you love me, stop hurting me and talk to me, or the phone you can put the money back on the phone, okay, if you love me. Tell Missy I love her, okay? Please don't hurt me. I love you and the kids. Yeah. See, he doesn't know what the fuck's going on. This is freaking long. Jesus. Or I'm just taking forever. In an email dated 30 December 2016, Nathan Haynes, captain of Waupun Correctional Institution, wrote an email to Lynn saying, I did serve Mr. Avery with a no contact order as requested. If anyone else would like to place a no contact order on Mr. Avery and they are over the age of 18, they will need to contact. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Making a Murder 2 started it all back up earlier last year. In February 2018, I came back on social media as I was sick of people calling me a fraud, whore, disgusting human being, yet there was a new wave of followers who were now shouting the abuse. A Twitter user said they had a blow-up doll of me, stabbed it to death, and threw it in the garbage can. Jesus. Holy shit. I started making reports to Facebook, Reddit, and Google, and I had most of the old stuff cleared up, but there's always new stories reappearing. Lynn realizes by speaking up, the abuse online from hardcore fans, fuck off. That's fans will probably get worse, but she wants her story to be told. She says, I don't think we'll ever stop, but after this interview, I've decided I won't speak about it again. I've done all I can. Uh-oh. I put Denise to sleep. Whoops. Sorry, guys. But I thought I'm going to fight fire with fire. One person against this army. I want my voice to be heard. Blah, blah, blah. We have demonstrated forensic evidence refutes Brendan's confession. Stephen has tremendous empathy for Brendan and knows his confession was coerced. Oh, okay. This is Zellner's statement. The authentic letters of Stephen, which we have, do not indicate any obsession with sex. We are also in possession of Hartman's letters to Stephen, which illustrate that people in glass houses should not be heaving stones. Oh, snap. The prison does not issue orders. Only courts do that, which is what I was like, what? Okay. Never heard of that, but all right. Stephen broke off the relationship with Hartman almost 3 years ago. She keeps talking. He has completely forgotten her and moved on. Probably true. Stephen is considered a model prisoner. He has no disciplinary history. There have been no violent outbursts on his part ever noted by the prison staff. Miss Hartman's 15 minutes of fame expired quite some time ago. Her behavior reaffirms the old adage, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. We would recommend yoga, a diet in high fiber, and some serious meditation. Okay. That was good. That was a mess. That was a big old mess. Like some true, some bullshit. Okay, let's see what the chat's saying. She was nothing more than a gold digger, high maintenance woman. I think she was in it for the wrong reasons, honestly. I don't know. I don't want to say high maintenance. I mean, because they obviously just were not a good match. Kinder, cooler, all around just a better person. Fuck that bitch. I can't believe they paid her for that bullshit story. Exactly, Miss Chris. I can't either. I mean, you can make up whatever you want, especially when you sprinkle in some truth. Plus, she is a sociopath and narcissist. She needs a doctor, not just Dr. Phil. She's telling it like a book, right? I don't believe any of it. I mean, some of it was actually true, but some of it was definitely not true, and some of it was probably not true. She has to make stuff up so she can get in the paper again. Yeah. I mean, obviously, if her story is not interesting, why would they want to write it? So that fake shit she sprinkles in there with a little bit of truth, just enough to get, just enough to get it interesting. And his dark eyes squinted at me with a look of lust. I wanted to be captivated into his beauty and believe, yada, yada, yada. With the big round bear. Wonder how much she made to go to Dr. Phil. and what the extra was to break ties with him. She definitely got paid. I don't know how much she got paid, but um yeah. T. She steals my money. And he doesn't know how to write Dear Lynn at the top of the page. Oh, dude, if you were here for women, go the fuck home. What? Are we talking about Steven? Karma will eventually give her a roundhouse. Will lose her looks, then what she got? I mean, she's intelligent at least. Uh, she's book smart. How about that? Honestly, who didn't realize that this woman was all about at first sight? Her and Steven go together like waffles and cocaine. I mean, I had the same thoughts that everybody else did, but I'm also, who am I to judge? Shit happens. You never know. I didn't think that she was in love with him. I thought that she cared about him. Like she honestly cared about him. She honestly believed in him, like a supporter would believe in him. Um, but that he wanted more and she allowed it to go on, and just didn't stop it. She got caught up in it, and that's what I think happened. I don't think that for her there was ever any I'm in love with this guy and I want to marry him kind of feelings. Um all night, are you training for a marathon or something? Yes, a little bit. Yes, Travis. Do you want to like some powdered sugar on my waffles? Right. I don't like cocaine. I just like the way it smells. Tea. Oh my God. Oh, let's see. Deanne's asking Travis if he's going to discuss Kathleen's response. Yeah, I think Travis is probably going to go on with Eric Jose tomorrow, Saturday, right? Travis? That desperate is the key phrase. Stephen is so childlike, completely flattered by the interest of an attractive female begging for the spotlight. That's true. I mean, of course. And why wouldn't he be? She's very pretty. Um, she's very intelligent. Why wouldn't he think, wow, be impressed with that? And probably just quickly fall in love with it. Not necessarily her, because they probably didn't know each other that well. Good morning, Steve. Reminds me of junior high love letters. Jesus and entirely boring and irrelevant. Yeah. I feel bad, like for Sandy to see those things because, she is the religious influence in his life. And I know he rejected those things. So to see him say those things to Lynn is really, that's really bullshit. It's the slap in the face. Yeah, Saturday. Okay, yeah. So Travis and Eric Jose are gonna talk about that tomorrow, which is what I was waiting for tonight. That's why I went live so late. I didn't know, and then I asked Travis um, a little while ago, and then I was like, well, okay, let me slap some stuff on my face, and I'll see if I can get anybody who wants to hang out. Saturday, I'll be up all night and sleeping Saturday. Nope, Travis is passing out. Denise passed out on me. Oh, I'm so sad. She actually fell asleep. We were talking with Jamie a little while ago, just before we got on, which is another reason why it took a little bit longer after I talked to Travis. But we were on a call with Jamie and we lost Denise. She just fell asleep. So she's just too tired. But she's so sweet, though. She was still going to come on and hang out with me because she knows I'm chicken to do it by myself. So she's a trooper. And I lost her again, unfortunately. I guess I should just probably I'll boot her out. Oh, you're not asleep? Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, here, get your butt back in here, girl. You were. You were passed out again. And I didn't want. No, I couldn't hear you because I had you muted. I'm sorry. You hear this shit? Hold on a second. All right. Sorry. I get sassy with my son. Oh. Denise, call me back. So, okay. Who? Hold on. Hold on one second. Sorry. He's on the phone over there. I'm like, they can hear everything you're saying. You can read lips, Travis. What did I say? What did I say? Who wants to know what Allie is saying? Yeah, I do. What did I say? He has sexual issues for sure. His history speaks for itself, but throwing an attractive female at him that says she wants to be with him and his hormones go through the roof, gas on a fire. Definitely. Definitely. I mean, she played along with it, you know? She played along with it. It wasn't like she was just like rejecting it the whole time and telling him to, slow it down, back off a little bit. You Yep, yep, yep. All led by the little head. Mhm. Yeah. Denise, where'd you go, girl? Get back on here with me. So, what do you guys want to talk about? Anything? So, Travis is saying that I said that Travis is so smart. I can't wait to hear what he says tomorrow. Was that close? That's exact. How did you know? That is exactly what I was telling my son. Totally. Because he, yeah, he's over there talking shit still. So funny. Yeah, I do believe I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You can see by the way that he writes that he's just not, you know, mentally um I don't what should I say? Like I don't know how to say it. He's just a little bit different. A little bit more childlike. It won't let you join. What the hell? Hold on, let me send it to you. I'll send it to you in or it's already in Discord, but I'll send it to you in Discord again. It's the same link. I didn't block you or anything. I just man, that sucks. I hope that by ejecting somebody it doesn't block them from being able to come back. Oh, that sucks that I ejected you because I thought, well, I might as well because I thought that I might just end the video because at the time there was only 10 people here and I really didn't have anything to talk about. I was hoping that somebody in chat would want to talk about something and that was over, with the Lynn thing. More money, more problems. That would be funny. Like, she is a gold digger. Yeah, I really, to give her the benefit of the doubt, and that's what I did, and that's why I was able to be friendly with her when everybody else was just like, she's a gold digger. I could, just by talking to her, I could tell that she wasn't. She didn't seek it out. She just sent him letters of support, like the rest of everybody did, and probably sent a picture along with it with her letter, like a lot of people do. And because she's pretty, I think the picture that she sent was of her and her daughter. And of course, because she's very pretty, I think it caught his attention, and he latched onto her. He started pursuing that. That was my understanding. Um, and she didn't stop it, you know. So I could understand that. A lot of people didn't know those things. It's Denise. I will start over. I will start a new one over if you want to join me, because I would rather have someone to talk to than not have someone to talk to, and have you with me than not have you with me, because that sucks. Especially because that was my bad. I thought that I should probably end. Supposed to buy my baby Tycho with my money. Instead, she buys lipo with my money. Yeah. She wasn't, you know, all there. OT. I don't believe you. I don't find Steven likable at all. Brendan, the total opposite. That doesn't factor into representation, so I don't think about it much. That's how I feel about it, Travis. I've been pretty honest. I don't think that I would be friends with Steven. Like, I don't think I would um, particularly like him, or we would get along. Um, I don't necessarily like him as a person, but he is, I believe, wrongly convicted, and it doesn't stop me from trying to fight for him, for justice for him. So it has, like, his personality and mine not getting along really have nothing to do with this. Oh, Kay Dawn went to my video about the rab being backed in, but it says it wouldn't work. Yeah, I played like literally like 30 seconds of a song last night, and it flagged my video for copyright, so it won't play. I'm trying to maybe tomorrow I'll be able to get it edited if I can get someone to help me with it. I'm going to try to edit that part out so that I can put it back up, because at least the beginning of the video was really interesting. The conversation was really interesting. And then my guest that came on later was also really interesting. So um, it was. I mean, we could talk about it again if you want to. It was really. Hold on, I'll pull it up. I'll just like go over it quickly, but unless you have anything you want to talk about it. I got to find my picture so I could show you what I'm talking about. Really? Is my picture just going to be gone? Like, last night I had this problem with the blood smear. Oh, there it is. Okay. I found it. All right. So, let me share the screen with you. All right. So basically, here's the RAV4 in the crime lab from the side. This is the view from the front, and see behind it, there's a wall and a staircase. And then there's the garage door entrance. Okay. The position of the RAV is completely backwards than what it should be. And I'm not going to pull up the testimony. I did that last night. But basically, the way that Ertl describes at the salvage yard, they unhooked the front drive shaft so that the front wheels would roll. They picked up the car from the back and rolled it on the front wheels up onto the trailer. When they got to the crime lab, he called another wrecker. They did basically the same thing in reverse, is what he said. They picked it up from behind and rolled it on its front wheels and put it into the crime lab. Well, the problem is if they rolled it into the crime lab, pulling it from behind, how did they get out? Because the wrecker would be back here and on the back end of the car. See what I mean? So it is sitting in the crime lab backwards. How did that happen? So if the way that they described putting it into the crime lab is wrong, what else are they making up? Like why would they make this up? Why would they make up the way that they put it in there? Or did they move it? Did they move it and turn it around somehow? And why would they do that? It's not documented that they did that. So we couldn't think of any reason why they would do that. But the fact is that it is in these pictures, it is in there in the opposite direction as it should be if they had put it in there the way that they described. And I thought that was really interesting. Like, tell me how that happens. So that was basically what we talked about, because it was part of the email that I sent to Kirby. That was part of it. Uh, I've never said it out loud, but I think Brennan has a much better life where he's at, although he shouldn't be locked up. His chances on the outside with stepdaddy. I mean, I'm with you. I don't know how I feel about that. Scott really started to change my mind when watching Making a Murderer 2. I was like, well, he seems different, than I expected. He seems like he cares. He seems like a pretty nice guy. And then he flipped into lunatic, like raging crazy person. Okay, not impressed anymore. So I don't know. I've heard rumors. I don't know if it's true that Scott is demanding that when Brendan's released that he gets a job immediately. And I'm thinking, no, no, he better not get a job. I will be furious if he's forced to go get a job living in that town. Mm-mm. Now, maybe if they move to another state or something, fine, but not there. He's in danger. I have video proof that his life is in danger. Like, people have threatened to kill him and Stephen. It's on Making a Murder, for fuck's sake. It's on there where a man says he's got 2 bullets, one for each of them, basically. He's gonna kill them both if they're released. It looks interesting. It looked interesting. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. You're welcome, Kadon. Hi, Catnet. Meaning his social skills have greatly improved. He got a high school diploma. He is flourishing. Yeah, Brendan is doing so much better. Like, I am so proud of Brendan. He really seems he's grown up a lot, and he's learning, and I'm just really proud of him. I have yet to be in a prison where it would be even remotely better than his home with or without Scott. I don't want to say that he's better off in prison. He's in danger in prison too. But if he was to come home, if the rumors that I heard are true about him forcing him to get a job right away, if the rumors that I heard are true are about him being abusive towards Brendan and Blaine, um, who's going to protect him if that's true? If that was allowed to happen, who's to say that it wouldn't now? You know, and if he gets money, that he wouldn't be used as cash cow. Why is my freaking camera going crazy and trying to focus? Stop it. Someone is mistaken about testimony about that was Ertl. Ertl is the one that gave that testimony, and there was, was it Wiegert? I can't remember off the top of my head, Travis, but I'm pretty sure that there was another person who testified to that exact same thing, that same situation. Maybe not in so much detail, but Ertl, yeah, Ertl, the crime lab guy, he is the one that testified to that, like very detailed description of how the RAV was handled at the salvage yard and at in Madison. Hey, Allie, was listening to your live and had a mechanic sitting beside me, and he explained how it could be done. Oh, tell me, Catnet. Should have spoke up at the time, but chat was crazy. He can't explain at the moment. Maybe another time. Okay, yeah. If you're on Discord, you can message me there anytime and tell me, or in another live or something. Just make sure that I see it, because you know how it is. Sorry I'm late. Hey D, it's okay. She's seeing Steven as an easy mark to get attention. Maybe she considered. Hold on, I'm gonna move this. She's seen Steven as easy mark to get attention. Maybe she considered a relationship at one point, but that was not her main motive. Fame and fortune was in her eyes, not love. I think once it started, that's where I think that changed. Like in the beginning, initially, I don't think that she was after him. I think he was after her, and she went along with it. And the motive obviously was not love. Like she wasn't in love with him ever, clearly. Her motive was, I'm going to get on Make It Murder too. I'm going to get famous, maybe get some money out of this, whether I marry him or not, Was he mistaken? I seem to recall that Allie had also dug into that drive shaft, and that was problematic as well. Travis, not me. I talked to a mechanic, and the mechanic that I talked to said that it was possible with her specific vehicle to unhook the drive shaft the way that they described and have the front tires roll. But someone else was saying that it's not possible. So I don't know what is true, obviously. All I know is what I was told by the mechanic I spoke to, and that someone else disagreed. So which is a fact, I don't know. But either way, what Ertl said happened could not have happened, because clearly it's in there backwards, unless for some reason they decided to flip it around. Which why would they? I don't even understand why they would do that. Got to turn the auto adjust off. I don't know how. Hold on. Maybe I can play with it. No, I can't. I can't play with it. Uh, no, no cameraman. I don't know what you're talking about. Control room. I turned off my camera. Nope. Yeah, I can't adjust it. I don't know. Now, when I'm in OBS, I have more control over what it does, but I don't for some reason in here. Like, and also when I just have my camera app open, like I can do it there. But for some reason in here, I can't. It just does it. But it's like, and I've told it that before too. I've told it not to do that, and it just constantly fucking. Oh, Fassbender also testified to that. Okay, I thought it was Uyghur, but yeah, Fassbender too. There we go. Life expectancy in prison is very well documented. You lose 2 years of of life expectancy for every year in. Wow. Yeah, see, I would worry that he would be threatened, or someone would be bullying him. Someone would be taking advantage of Brendan. We're talking about Brendan. I think Stephen could probably, well, he's kind of old now, maybe not, but maybe he could. But I just don't think Brendan could if that ever happened to him. So I've always worried about Brendan. Yeah, somebody wants his ramen. He's getting money sent in, and you know, they decide to be assholes and just take it from him, and instead of just asking, because I'm sure if they asked for it, he'd give it to them. But I feel like he'd be robbed, or like, I'm just worried about him. I worry about him all the time, constantly. For the last 3 years, I've worried about Brendan. Um, the money worries me. Everyone would be out to use him. I pray that Casey hopefully gets involved somehow and takes him under her wing and takes him away from all of it. Yeah, I would love. I wish that would happen. I would hope that Nyrider and Drizzen are basically doing that. I would hope that they have some kind of something, but like, I don't think that they would get involved with what he does with his money, because I think Brendan would probably be okay with letting Barb control his money. And that's the unfortunate part, I think, is that he doesn't realize that that might not be the best idea. Hickory Hills storage is where they kept evidence prior to going to crime lab. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Travis, you never answered my question from last night about the expectancy in marriage, asking for a friend. It does not exist. Wait, what does not exist? Hickory Hills storage? Oh, thank you, T. Ask the question. Do you think it's possible that Teresa was killed at other appointment she had that day? That guy seems sketchy. Uh, which guy are you talking about, K Dawn? I don't think so. I don't think that's what happened to her. But um, are you talking about Steve Speckman? Like, she had met up with Steve Speckman, and he's trying to say that he canceled the appointment. I remember some discussion about it, the way it was towed, backed up, etc. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about. It's in Chicago area, none in Wisconsin. Why are we? I'm not sure why are we talking about the storage though. It is a Razor Keo something. Um, I don't know if you'll need more than that, but That's what I know off the top of my head. It's in perfect focus. Anyone tell you that you have the most beautiful hands? Travis. No, not even then. Not even when I was a kid. Double garage doors. Maybe they rolled it in forward, turned it around inside because it only rolls forward. Like, I don't know. Someone told me last night though that you can drive it. Fuck off with your fucking focusing problem. Anyway, someone told me last night that you can drive it with the drive shaft unhooked. You're seriously about to piss me off. Stop it. Stop. Thank God I wasn't like in front of the person whenever I seen their true side. Sorry, you guys. It's really bugging me. Okay. I'm just gonna have to stop looking at it. It's driving me crazy. T-bone. Oh, it's just a hand model. Yeah. I think Allie's photo showed a wall, no double doors. We can pull it back up and see. I think it was like I think there were multiple rave. I really typed rave. I think there's multiple doors. Yeah, there's multiple doors. Hold on, let me share. Like it looks like there's two doors just right here on this on this one side. There's probably over in this area, like on this side of the picture, there's possibly more doors over there. I don't know. But there's at least two doors right here in front of, and right in front of the RAV, and then over to the side of it. 112905 Casso. Hold on. Location HH storage, evidence storage. Sorry, Millbilly. I don't know why we're talking about storage. The RAV doesn't have a front drive shaft. Has CV axles that go from wheels to the transmission, and they wouldn't have removed those. I don't know, Ricky. I know that the bolts were put in evidence, so they unbolted something. Like, what would they have unbolted that would make wheels roll? Is there something else that they would have unbolted? Okay, Millbilly talking again about Hickory Hills storage, evidence storage. I also worry about Brendan all the time. Just breaks my heart to think of what he has to endure. It's amazing that he's remained so kind-hearted after all this. I know, right? That's I don't understand. I don't like it amazes me. It really amazes me how Brendan has still got such a kind, innocent soul heart. Just the sweetest little thing ever. It blows my mind. He is in prison surrounded by people that probably are not the greatest people in the world, but maybe he's been lucky enough to have some decent adults around him teach him and help raise him. Basically, he was a child. So I mean, not all people in prison are bad. Obviously Brendan is there, so it's possible he had someone good take him under his wing and um, teach him. I don't think they have the kind of funds Casey has to give out on the front end, but I agree with you 100%, Allie. Letting mom control it worries me, right? I hope he doesn't, but I'm sure he will. Zipper. This is the bad part about being a little bit behind in chat. Like, I don't. Oh, Zipper. About the other appointment. Or is that what you were talking about? Uh, yes, it could be. I was reading the case file and the man was super rude to the cops. But thinking Ryan, if I had to pick, okay, no, Denise is right. That would have been Zipper. He's the one that was rude. He was like off the wall, like weird. But it's possible, of course. Like anything's possible. And I'm not going like to stupid level like aliens killed her. Um, it's certainly possible that he did do something to her because he was so strange. Um, but I think that he's just strange. Um, I mean, I think she made it home, but it's definitely possible that she went there last and something happened to her there. T, not pull through garage, but double door garage. Roll it in one door and turn it as you enter as it's facing out the other side. A U-turn. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't think so. I mean, they could have, but why? See, again, fucking stop. But again, why? You know what I mean? Like, why would they turn it around? Like, I don't even understand that at all. What am I doing different that's making it go crazy? I don't know. I can't understand why they would turn it. Like that part doesn't make any sense to me. Um, she's insane. You got to get her some help, Allie. And that is all I'm going to say about that in here. Who's insane? Who's insane, Ben? Hi, Ben. But I don't know who you're talking about here. She's insane. You got to get her some help. Okay. Millbilly. Evidence room, evidence storage, evidence room, and evidence. I don't know what you're talking about, Millbilly. I'm sorry. More of this evidence room and evidence storage. Is Allie's hair darker? No, it's purple. Yes, it is darker, but it's purple. Triple doors. Yeah, I don't know. There's at least 2 doors. Try turning the ring light counterclockwise. That would turn the light down lower. You think I should turn the light? I just tried to turn the light up higher. To locations HH Castle. I sorry, Millbilly, I don't know why you're talking about evidence storage. We're not talking about evidence storage at all, so I'm not sure what you're talking about or what you're trying to say. The photo of the RAV of the front of the RAV4, what's in the background? Um it's it's a wall and a staircase. That's what it looks like to me, the staircase there and a wall. There's a door maybe right there. A little computer, maybe a computer, some sort of little workstation, maybe. Yeah. Um, if you would like to set the focus to one position, open the camera controls in OBS, navigate to the control tab and untick focus box. From there, adjust the slider to your desired. Yeah, D. I don't have OBS open right now, but in OBS I can adjust it definitely. Um, Scott can't handle the size of someone, the size of Brendan now. Could be very dangerous for Brendan for sure. Scott has little man complex, 100%. I think Scott's got a bad back or something, doesn't he? Probably wouldn't want to mess with Brendan anymore. Transmission so you can shift to neutral. Unbolted, maybe. I don't know. It has a rear drive shaft. From what I understand, Ricky, there's a front and a rear. Like there was both. And the front was the one that was unhooked, obviously, and the back was they didn't do anything with. But I don't know. I think gear linkage. Millbilly. What's the question marks for? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry. I mean, I understand what you're saying. You're talking about evidence room, evidence storage. Something didn't exist, but I don't know what you're talking about specifically, but we're not talking about that though. So it doesn't really fit into the conversation. So I'm not following what it has to do with what we were talking about. Like, why would government employees you turn way too much work? Okay, D, we'll see you in about 30 minutes if I'm still here. L. Oh, Lynn, I don't talk to her anymore. She, like I said, when she finished Dr. Phil, she just like went off the grid and deleted Facebook, maybe blocked me. I don't know what happened, but she never talked to me once she did that. Like once her and Steven broke up, we were done talking. But just like while she was there at Dr. Phil, she was still talking to me. And then right after she got back, but then not long after that, not very long at all, she just went off the grid, like broke up and she was done. I think, and that's the. Should I back up? Is that going to make you happy? This is making me crazy. Sorry, you guys. It only rolls one way, so really? Are you still okay? So they knew that had to turn to get back out at some point. Do the wheels only roll one way if it's unhooked? Wouldn't you think that it would roll? Well, they would have had to turn the wheels if they did that U-turn thing. And somebody, like I said, somebody said that you could drive it with that unhooked. So if they wanted to turn it around, the key was there. Like they could have just driven it and turned it around. But why? I don't know. I don't understand why they would turn it around. There are 25 people on here. No, 26 at 2:30. Yes, wall staircase. What is yellow under the car? A lift? Yeah, I think that's what it is, Travis. I think it is some sort of a lift. That's what it looks like. Staircase. Any owls? Good. Good one, T. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Crackit. Yes, we can put the pics up one more time. So there's on the passenger side, there's the yellow thing. And then over here, here's like, I guess the other side of the yellow thing. And they've got like a piece of wood here to hold it from rolling. I would imagine, which makes no sense to me if the front tires are the ones that are rolling, but why wouldn't they put it there? Whatever, I guess it doesn't matter. Putting the wood anywhere is going to keep it from rolling, I suppose. Still. And then there's the back view. Looks like that yellow thing popping out over here too. Is that what you wanted to see, Travis? That's just how they roll in Wisconsin. Uh, Scott having a bad back is even more concerning that Scott would use deadly force against Brendan if he felt threatened by him. Yeah, you know what? It does scare me because they have guns and stuff. Well, they wouldn't. Oh, maybe they would. Because I was going to say if Brendan is released and he's not like completely exonerated, they wouldn't be able to have guns. But if he's not, or if he is exonerated, I guess they would be allowed to have guns. Look how clean the left front tire is. Yeah, believe me, I noticed. I noticed. I really do think that this is the spare because this tire was popped. This tire was flat, and well, not this tire, but the one I think they switched it. Um, 3 a.m. and watching Allie's live. Hashtag win. Thanks. Oh, whoops! I still got that on. Thanks, Leo. Okay. Is there Scott Taddock would remove conflict, and if mom was in charge of money, problem solved. I fear for Brendan. I wish he was either cool or he'd just go away. Like I wish that if he's not cool, that she would just get rid of him before Brendan comes home. I guess the answer is oh yeah. No owls, but oops. I pegged a pigeon on the way back home. Blood on grill. Ew. A pigeon. Wow. Does that train come through every night at 2:30? I think so. I think they do because they're on a schedule, of course. So, and this is where they come. Like this is the end of the line. This chat has like 4 topics going. My ADD is loving it. I know, mine is too. Look, I'm caught up. Look at that. I am caught up. Okay. So now what? What do we talk about? We got 4 more topics to talk about. How about we talk about how the I make this stop? For it drives me insane. I don't. Does it always do that, or am I just now noticing it? I'm confused on the facts around the state of the RAV4 once law enforcement got their hands on it. What do you mean the state of the RAV4? Like, as in it was locked, stuff like that? Where did Jamie go? I think Jamie probably went to bed. Maybe. I don't know. The overfocus is new. Okay, good. I'm glad it's new. Hopefully it'll. You know what? It seems like every day something is different, and I don't do anything. I don't change anything. The only thing that happens is my son uses it sometimes. Like when I go to bed, he's on my computer. Um, I don't think he like changes anything, but just it just seems like something's always different. Um, okay, let's look at this Scott thing. Who has convictions for violent crimes in the family on the old property? What does Scott have in criminal history? I'm guessing. Stuff I can't like I don't care about. I couldn't remember. I know that he assaulted his like an ex-girlfriend and her son. Um Steven was talking about how Scott had hit his mother or something. or pushed her. What did he hit her or push her? Either way, assaulted his mother in some way. Um, Violent crime. Wasn't there something else in Scott's history? I can't remember if there was something else. Jamie's passed out. He was speaking perfect cursive a couple hours ago. That's true. And I don't know, Denise, did you see that? Did you see he was like, I don't know what happened to that. Was it K something? But I didn't think that they were trolling. I thought that they were just talking shit about Lynn. Maybe he thought that they were talking about me, but he like deleted all of their comments. I hope he didn't block that person. I wonder, how can I check? Manage. Surely I know there's a way that I can check. I don't remember how to do it though. I read all the things that they said and I didn't think that they were being trolls. A troll. By the way, I don't mind some stuff, but the only ones I really like definitely want to go away are the obvious. Like it is clear that you're not just being an asshole. You're not at all interested in making a murder or whatever topic we're on. You're just here to troll. Talking about Trump or something stupid. Like I care. Um subscribe, no, where would it be? I don't suppose anybody would happen to know. I've never had to look and unblock people, but oh wait, here we go. Holy fucking hidden users. There's a lot here. Wow. This must have been all from the other night. Oh, she was hidden. Okay, I'm gonna undo her. Okay, good. Kim, if you're still here, I'm sorry. I don't think you were I don't think you were doing anything wrong. I think he might have misunderstood. But I'm sorry. I undid it. Wait, what do you mean? Changes may not be saved. Where the fuck am I? Oh, have to hit save. Okay, it saved it. Okay, I hope you're still here. No, Kim K or something. I didn't think that she was being a troll. I think she was talking shit about Lynn, and he might have thought that she was being rude to me. I don't know. I'm not sure. I didn't see anything bad. I missed your television screen. Oh, really? Yeah. If I'm just gonna be by myself, I might as well. Okay, this is what I'd like to do. Denise, if you want to come back on with me, I'd like to start over since I can't get you back in here. And starting over, well, I wouldn't be able to have the frame on it. That's only when I'll only have that if I do like a pre-recorded video or if I know that I'm planning to be alone, which I was tonight until Denise said that she would come on with me, which was awesome because everybody else was asleep or busy or something, mostly asleep. So I was really happy when she said she'd come on. So I came on through Hangouts instead of OBS. But thanks, Deanne. I love that thing too. I don't know. I'm such a giant little girl. I love the freaking ears, the pink ears. His wife's out of town this weekend. I'm sure we'll get a repeat performance tomorrow. Shh. Shamammer Jamie is the best. Who choked their wife with a phone cord? Um, I think. Hold on. Did Steve? Is that Steven and Jody? Like I believe she called 911 or something. He supposedly, I know this is what Jody said, that she had called 911 or something, and he'd ripped the phone out of the wall. I don't. And then he choked her at some point. I don't know if he choked her using the phone cord or if he just choked her, but he had supposedly choked her to the point of being unconscious, and then dragged her outside by her hair. Is the story she told. But as far as I know, like the police didn't go in and check and see if the phone was ripped out of the wall or whatever. Chuck, are you saying that was Chuck? I don't know. It could have been. I don't remember anything about Chuck like that. I wonder how can Bird will not leave start after all this time. Brendan needs to leave the state and old life behind. Definitely, Deanne. He definitely needs to get the hell out of the state. So does Steven. But I know that Steven plans to, but I don't know what the plan is for Brendan, because Scott and Barb obviously they've bought that house. Are they going to leave when Brendan gets out? Are they going to move out of the state to keep him safe? I don't know what they're going to do. That's what you get, all those trolls for going on in the afternoon. I know. Yeah, so I did I did was it yesterday? Yesterday afternoon I came on, and it's like early for me. So it was crazy. There were troll after troll after troll, like ridiculous, like crazy. The entire chat was troll comments deleted. It was silly. And they just kept coming, and it was hilarious actually. I was like, they must really be bored if they have nothing better to do. But there's probably 20 of them that we ended up blocking. I'll walk you through checking tomorrow. Tuesday afternoon, we had a troll train run into Allie's house. You'll walk me through checking tomorrow? Oh, checking to see if. Okay, I found it, luckily. T might have been at night, but every other one was a troll. I couldn't tell what was going on, but they were deleting people as soon as they were showing up. Yeah. It was crazy. Like there would be two people. Well, it's the same person, but there would be two names that were very similar. Like they would have the same word in it. Like one of them was something library, and then the same thing. It was something with the same word in it, not library. But if it was like, for example, if it was like Kevin Voldemort, I think was one of them. Voldemort library and Voldemort something else, or Mr. Voldemort. Either way, it was something like that. So it was clear that it's the same person or they were together. But yeah, these trolls kept coming in pairs, it seemed like, and it was like at least pairs, if not more. It was kind of crazy. Starting over. La la la. Starting over is hard to do. Yeah, it was an afternoon. That was the problem. I think so too. What's supposed to be Barb won't leave Scott. I hope she does. I don't know. Maybe when it comes to the point where Brendan is out, maybe things will be a little different. Who knows? Afternoon delight. Dang it. My YouTube is lagging bad. Allie is reading chat like it's Andy Colburn report from back in 94. That's awesome. Nope. So, Denise, I didn't, if you answered, sorry. Oh, hi, Ziggy. If you answered, I'm sorry. Did you want to come back on with me? Nope. If he's hung in this long, she's not leaving him. Well, I think it's possible. It's possible maybe that something might change if Brendan's out. But if Brendan's still in prison, I don't see any reason why it would, like at this point. But it seems like I don't know. I would hope that she would do whatever she has to do to make sure that he's safe and okay. Um, and not in danger or going to be suffering any abuse from Scott, for example. Like I don't know that Scott's abusive. Like I said, it's just a rumor, and I don't know. Hmm. There we go. Okay. My phone was crazy. No, you don't think so? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what her plans are. Like I have not heard um other than like when they thought he was going to get out a couple years ago, whatever it was. You know, but the plan was what the fuck is that? Seeing shit or something. Anyway, the plan was to they had that house and they had his room ready. So he was at least planning to go there when he first got out. So who knows? How hard would it be to live leave Barbara? Live Barbara? Maybe he is to love Barbara. Maybe he's a saint in that regard. He was pretty protective of her. Leave her be, he yelled at the media. Yeah. Um he is, or he was at least there. I don't know that I don't know. It's so hard to tell. I don't know, like I said, I don't know either of them. I've hardly at all spoken to Barb. Um, so not nearly enough to even get an idea of what she might be like. Um, Personally, I've never spoken to Scott at all. Why when Barb says to Steven, oh, who owns the home? I think it's in both their name. Why when Barb says to Steven he will have a dead sister, Scott says nothing. I mean, at that she says it twice. I don't know where Scott was the first time she said it, but the second time she said it, I think he was somewhere else. But either way, I'm sure that knowing her, that that's stuff like that is probably something that she's said before, and I, I don't think it's because she's not saying it because Scott's going to kill her. She's saying it because the stress is going to drive her insane. It's going to make her crazy, like have a heart attack, have a panic attack, lose her mind, go crazy, die. Like she was clearly having a breakdown on that phone call. Like you could hear her. Um, he has every sign of being an abusive control freak. I lived with one. I don't I don't know. The way that I look at it is if he's abusive, why is she screaming at him to shut up? Like if I had done that to my abusive ex-husband, he would have knocked me across the room instead of shutting up and walking away like she told him to. um, so I'm not saying that Scott's not abusive. I'm just saying that um, I don't know that he is to her. Like there, he has that history of being that way. So I imagine he probably is, or has been at some point. But I don't think it's to the point like it was like with my ex husband, where it was always, constant, consistent, whatever. No threat from my view. Barb has a razor edge to her as well. I think so. I think Barb's a little, like they Len Kaczynski described her a pit bull. I mean, I don't see her being a very good victim, you know, just like I'm not a very good victim. I'm a fighter, and I don't put up with that shit very well. Um, which is probably uh, why it happened half the time, because I don't back down. I don't care. I don't back down. If you can't keep your dick in your pants and you can't, stop stealing my money that is to pay rent with, to go spend on whores and stay gone all weekend, I'm not going to just let you get away with that without saying something. We're going to talk about this. Um, I'm going to demand that you replace the money so we can pay our fucking rent. I'm not the kind that just rolls over because I don't want to get hit. Like, fuck that guy. But then again, I'm not going to, for no reason, provoke him and just tell him to shut up, because I'm not trying to get hit. But I'm also not a pushover either. So, um, who knows? The thing is, with people like my ex, strangers were not in danger. It was just me. Um, other people, he was not violent with other people. It was just me. And then I found out after we were divorced that it was with his next wife too. So it's people that are close. And I know why. I spent 2 years with the guy. I know why he was that way. And it wasn't um, just that we didn't get along and he handled it wrong. It was that he verbally could not communicate his feelings, and I'm a talker. So that can be really frustrating. I'm not saying I asked for it or deserved it. I'm just saying that, and as far as that goes, we did clash. I should probably stop talking. There's the truth train. But um, I did get to know a lot about him and why he thought the way he thought, why he did the things he did. And of course, that continued into his next marriage as well. But then, like I said, the his hairstylist or the grocery store clerk, like none of these stranger women that might be casual acquaintances, these people are not in danger. It was only people like me who was close, who could hurt him. Um, which is why, same with Steven. Like, he might have been abusive to Jody, to his wife, whatever. I don't doubt that he was, but it was to women that were close, like me and my ex-husband. But someone like Teresa wouldn't be in danger. She can't hurt him. Oh, good night, Ziggy. In 9 minutes. Isn't it ironic that the truth train rolls on tracks made of lies? With every day, we roll over our lies, making our way closer to the truth. Sorry. I'm like all stiffly. Yeah. Okay. 5 minutes. What should we talk about? Like, let's something a little lighter, hopefully. I'm not trying to freak anybody out or like scare anybody. This is a really super long time ago. I'm totally okay. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm fine. Obviously, it's like 18 years ago that I was divorced from this person. And I haven't seen him since. Well, I hadn't seen him for about 20 years. So, what's my talk about? Okay, I can't help it. Let's talk about her response. Whose response? We're talking about Zellner's response to the state's response. Because I have not read that yet, if that's what you're talking about. I was going to wait for the experts tomorrow to explain it all to me like I'm 5 because I don't like to read that stuff. It puts me to sleep and I was already sort of tired. Um okay. Now I'm going to do the thing that I do. I'm going to guess that the state didn't have to respond because the judge didn't request that. But they did. So because they did, and because they filled their response with so much bullshit, I think that Zellner had to respond to that. Obviously, she can't just let that shit fly. She's going to call him out on the bullshit that they tried to pull in their response. Are you talking to me? How did I know? How did I know what? Yeah, Josh calls an idiot. I think he's just jumping on the Kratz train. Like whatever Kratz said back then and whatever they're trying to say now, like, okay. Like I'm not even gonna I don't even care. I'm not gonna look into it. I'm not gonna call bullshit. Don't care. He's at minimum turning a blind eye to fucked up shit. That they didn't have to respond. How did I know that they didn't have to respond? Because Tracy said that. Um, because I listened to Tracy. Um, she's she's definitely my go-to, um, because she's so easy to understand. And she said that the state doesn't have to respond, and she was expecting them not to. She said that they probably don't want to respond, but they did. And in their response, they they lied. I mean, like I didn't even read that either, but the little bit that Julie and I read over, we found 3 lies. I know I miss Tracy a lot. Like I miss her on her Facebook page, because it's changed since she's left, and I really miss her a lot there. Keeping it legal only, like just legal stuff, and when something comes out, either doing a video, doing a live, or a post to let us know what it all means. Okay, they're scared. I don't I don't doubt that they are. Ziggy, your pillows need you. Good night, Ziggy. I hope you're feeling okay. Casey never used the word inexplicable. Like that is the stupidest. But I didn't read it, but I heard that she said um, disingenuous like 3 times. Denise told me that, which is great. I must be confused from the YouTube lagging. Is it lagging? I don't see any lag. Hold on. I'm watching the YouTube video. No, it doesn't look like it's lagging to me. Is the chat lagging? T, did you not see that Zelner responded? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I don't see any lag. T, here's the response if you haven't seen it. I've got it pulled up. I just haven't read it yet. Well, I have not read past the second page, or not second, the third page. I started reading page 5, so not much. I didn't get very far. Page 5 is actually page 1, if that makes sense. You'll see what I mean when you look at it if you haven't yet. So I didn't get far at all. Just refresh. Do you have it? You probably have it on top chat. Do you have it on live chat? Like, can you switch it to live chat? Maybe that's the difference. The response is great, Suzanne. I heard it's pretty good. Like, she just called them on their bullshit, I think is the way it was worded. Oh, it's UT. Okay. Sorry. So I look forward to reading it. Just I have to do it when I'm not already sleepy because reading puts me to sleep, especially as long as it takes me to read legal documents. I do have to read each line like 3 times most of the time just to let it sink in because I'm not fluent in legalese. So, hey, reporting live from my sofa. What you doing? Are you up? Are you working today? This was her most complicated and technical response yet, so not a lot of jobs, straight legal jargon. I mean, I guess if we just get down to the point where we have nothing else to talk about, I could read it. But it seems like most of the people here have already read it. I think she was sending a message to Judge Sucks at it that this was well beyond her legal mind and out of her reasoning. It is. I mean, especially if you're just going to ignore everything. Just woke up, saw you on, clicked right away. Oh, you're so awesome, Paul. Oh, let's put your link in. Where is it? There it is. Here's Paul's link. Reporting live from my sofa. Not working today. Just been. Oh, you don't feel well. I'm sorry. Aw. I hope you feel better soon. She puts them in their place. That's awesome. Nobel, you read it? Like, everybody's read it but me, probably. I'm always the last because I hate reading that stuff. I used to read it. I used to read the stuff like the moment it came out. I didn't care if I was sleepy. I just like shove the Coke in my face and like just Coke. When I say Coke, I mean soda. I just shove the Coke in my face and just like puff on my vape, keep myself awake, smack myself in the face, walk around the room and sit back down and read it because I was obsessed. I had to know what it said. But now I just go to Tracy, like wait and see what she says. And then to back it up, when Eric Jose and Travis go live, then I get the secondary explanation. It's okay. How are you? Kind of sleepy actually. I wasn't planning to go live because I thought that surely it's Friday, somebody would, but Eric Jose didn't because he had to work late. Travis was at a birthday party, so they're planning to go live tomorrow to explain Zellner's response today. And Laura didn't start her live until really late, so I didn't think anybody was going to go live. So I'm sitting here like, well, should I do it? Didn't plan to. Like all of my friends were either busy or going to bed, and I hate to go by myself. But yeah, I was powdering my waffles exactly, Deanne. No, I'm kidding. Um, but aside from that, I mean, that's it really. But I was bored and I really wanted to come on and say hi to people and see what's going on. If there's anybody else out there like me that doesn't really go out, that's at home with nothing else to do because nobody else is going live. But, I started kind of late. It's like 1. Denise, Denise, do you want me to start over so you can come on here with me? If you've answered me yet, I think I've asked you like 3 times. If you've answered me, I have not seen it. I'm sorry. Or just say no. Fuck off, Allie. I don't want to come on there. It's okay. Leave your waffles out of it, T. Okay. You can have the waffles. Well, I need something. I'm kind of out. I'm out of stuff to talk about. Like I said, I could just read the response, but I feel like T has not read it yet. Okay. See, you say you're lazy. I say what's the point? Look at what has happened. Oh, I see. Because my background changed and it's really bright. It's so silly. Hi, Jane. That's up to you. It doesn't matter to me either way. Okay. Well, I don't like that because I kicked you off of here that it won't let you back on. And I'm seriously, I'm like running out of mini mammothon. Yeah. That's kind of what I've been doing lately is little mini mammothons. I think that's it. Too bright. Trying to focus on the sparkles. Yeah, I have rotating backgrounds on my desktops, and sometimes the backgrounds are white, and right now it's white. And here in just a minute, when it changes, you'll see that the brightness on my face goes away. So like I'll let it change. What did everyone think of the response? Oh, Jane, I was just telling everybody I haven't read it yet. The reply, yeah. I haven't read it yet because I always just wait for Tracy to see what she says. And then as a backup, after that, I always listen to what Travis says. There, see it changed. You're not that sleepy. I can hear your Southern Belle coming out yet. Oh no. I can hear my something's happening here. Like I feel like I'm getting sick. Like earlier when I was talking to Denise, I just kept sniffling. Like what the hell is that? I feel like I'm in my head. Like it's something's happening in my head. Like I can hear myself talking. Okay. So yeah, I think you're right, Deanne. I think it is trying to focus because I've noticed that ever since I changed this, it does keep trying to go back there, but I can't. I mean, you don't want to see the green screen. That would be obnoxious. It would look stupid. But I've had that there, and people said that it's just like this is a new thing that it's going crazy. It also changed the color. Like it was making me like the reflection maybe is making me look really shiny, bright more than I was. Even it doesn't matter how low I turn the light. It just doesn't. It just doesn't care. Okay. And then if I move, it's like when I move, it changes things. I've read it, and from what I can understand, it's good, but waiting for legal analysis. Exactly. Exactly. That's how I feel. Like I have to hear from Tracy. She's so good at explaining it like you're 5, and I need it explained like that because I don't get that stuff. Oh, this is pissing me off. Stop. I'm trying to focus. Okay. Denise, I'll message it to you. Actually, hold on one second. I'll just go ahead and start it right now. I'll get it to the point where she really has a gift of it at explaining it. I know, right? It's just so good. Like I love Travis, but he's got like the big words and stuff that sometimes it's not as easy to follow, and I really needed to explain like I'm 5, like I literally do. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Okay. Sorry, you guys. What does it look like that? Okay. It'll just take a second. What is my Facebook thing? Why are you doing that? Okay. My Facebook thing's not popping up right. There we go. Okay. Gets paid for talking, not me. What? Oh, right. T. T with your freaking ball gag. Yeah, right, Jane. I love Travis, but he's a lawyer that gets paid for talking. Okay, I'm caught up now. Only changed since purple hair. I wonder if purple against purple is making it hard to focus. Um, was it doing it last night too? Yesterday and last night? If it was, that might. I don't know if that's it, but like most people can't even tell that my hair is purple. They just thought it's darker until like the screen gets bright, and then you can kind of tell. Well, except yesterday when I had it pulled back because the gray turned really light. It looks silly. Okay, so I'm ready. It's more like lilac. Yeah, this the lighter part, I love it. Like it's kind of cute, but like when it's actually kind of cool when the gray starts coming back out again. It's already got like 3 tones. It's got a really dark purple, a medium purple, and then that really light purple. And then when the gray comes out, it actually looks kind of cool. I Yeah, I said it was purple. It is purple. And it's actually a really dark purple. But it was supposed to be burgundy and it came out purple. Okay, I'm going to start a new video so that Denise can jump in with me. So I will be right back in like less than 2 minutes. I'm going to post the link over here for Hangouts and for the video. So if you want to hang out here, I'll just link it all to you here. I know I hate Grace too. It drives me crazy. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the camera zooming shit. All right. I'll be right back, you guys. If you want to wait here for the link, I'll post it in just a second. See you in a minute.